how's it going? This is Hoiman, and this week, so I've just got back from seeing my main doctor, and in my last video, I mentioned that I've been wanting to see my doctor for quite a while now, so it's been about 7 months since I've seen her. But yeah, I basically just told her about how since the change in my dose of medication, I'm able to express more emotion, because before I was just on the higher dose, I was just so emotionless, couldn't express anything, not joy, not sadness, not anger, and just felt like a very dazed zombie throughout the whole day. I mean, it did help with my OCD and anxiety and stuff, but at the cost of having no emotions. It was just a bit. I just wasn't feeling happy, I guess you would say. But now that they changed the dose, I did tell my doctor that I'm able to express more emotion now, but my OCD and anxiety have kind of come back a bit. I mean, I told her that my OCD at this current moment is manageable. It's not super severe, but I'm just worried that I just feel that as the weeks go by, it's slowly getting a bit worse. So I did mention this concern to her, and she's a bit concerned as well. But I mean, she basically said the only way to kind of help with OCD is to increase the medication again, but that would mean, sacrificing my emotions again, and I'm just not sure if I'm up for that again. But she did actually give me a new type of medication. It's not like a main one that I'll be taking, it's just for when I need it, and that's to basically help me feel calmer and help my anxiety. So at least that's something worth getting. And I did actually bring up the transcranial magnetic stimulation treatment with her, because I mentioned that a few months ago I looked up other ways to treat mental health, and that was one of them. And it's basically they kind of put this device with magnets inside, and it kind of vibrates a magnetic field around your brain that kind of stimulates the chemicals in your brain. And I brought this up to her and said, why wasn't I ever offered this treatment? And basically she said, because she's part of the NHS doesn't provide that treatment, and the only way to get that treatment is if I go to like private doctors and ask for the treatment, basically paid treatment. And I did look online at it. It's extremely expensive. It's something like you have to do it like 4 to 6 times a week, but each session is like £1,000. So that's like, that's really steep. Like I can't afford that really. So it is disappointing that the NHS doesn't offer that treatment, but it's just what it is, I guess. So what I'm left with now is just trying out the new add-on medication and see if that helps me, and then hopefully my OCD and stuff doesn't get worse. But yeah, not really a whole lot of difference after this appointment. The main thing is that she gave me new medication to help with my anxiety, so yeah, that's something, I guess. But that's something to try, and hopefully it does help me. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to say if I'm happy how this session turned out. disappointed that I can't get the transcranial treatment, but at the same time it's worth getting the add-on medication to try, I suppose, and to see how it goes from there. Right, so this week I've continued working on my book. So this week I've mainly focused on doing the drawings. So I believe I showed this character in the previous video already, but back then it was still kind of in pencil sketch, but now it's been outlined and fully coloured in now. So I think this is overall the final look of it. I suppose I am quite happy with how this one turned out, and I managed to finish this one as well. So fully penned in and fully coloured, and just now I've just finished colouring in this one. So these drawings will be featured in the book. And then you have this one, but I've only penned in so far, so I've yet to start colouring him. Then you have other drawings for the book that I began colouring in, but I'm still undecided on the colours, so for the moment it's kind of on pause. And that's the same for this one. And then this is going to be the world map. That's going to be the main place where the story takes place. So I've still not finished adding in the details yet, so still quite a ways to go for this one. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been working on this week in terms of the book. So there's actually quite a lot of drawings that I initially thought I was going to do, but at least now I'm coming closer to finishing all of them. So yeah, I plan to colour this one in and then see where I go from there, and then maybe continue re-editing the actual book maybe. Hey, so if you watched my last video, I mentioned that I developed some emotional attraction for a person. And I did mention that I was looking to meet this person in real life. And I actually did meet up with the person a few days ago. And yeah, like we got talking quite a bit. We have quite a lot in common. We mainly talked about like really geeky stuff, really, like video games and wrestling and stuff like that. And we just seem to have a lot of stuff in common. And at the moment, I feel like we kind of understand each other relatively well. But obviously, like, we've not really known each other for very long, so yeah, I mean, I do actually would like to meet this person more often. Like, I think it's probably safe to say that we have become friends now. As far as the emotional attraction, I think it's still there. I think it's not as intense as it was last week, but I still do feel that there's something there. But yes, I mean, it's definitely something that I'm gonna have to kind of see how it goes as I kind of talk to this person a bit more, and then like I don't want to like force anything to happen, but just let things just naturally develop, I guess, and just see where it goes. So yeah, I mean, I do feel glad that I managed to meet this person in real life, and it does feel good to make a friend because I always feel quite lonely and isolated. And living with mental health, that feeling is pretty constant. But yeah, like I said, I am happy to have found a new friend, I suppose, and yeah, just let things naturally unfold as it goes, and then yeah, just see where it goes from there, I guess. So I guess that's pretty much it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. My name is Hoiman, and please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. And remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.